Okay, there's a video that I've had in my swipe up for quite some time. It's a 37-minute boring video, but it closes thousands of customers, and it even closed me as a customer 4 years ago. The video came out 4 years ago. Got it all right here. Let's switch over to a little magical wipe. This setup, look at this, looking nice. All right, it is September 24, Tuesday. When I have my glasses on, put my glasses back on so I can see. There we go. What is going on, guys? Jordan Anderson here with Nice Light Studio. The video that I want to show you is from hey.com, and it stars Jason Free, the CEO of 37 Signals. He's also the founder of Basecamp and now hey.com. And the video that is, yes, it's 37 minutes long. It's boring. It's a screen share video, but it is one of the most powerful marketing videos that I've ever watched. And I think you as a startup founder could really benefit from using the techniques in this video, and I kind of want to walk through, break everything down. We're not going to watch the entire 37-minute video here, but I want to give you kind of my quick takes on it. The video that I'm going to show you is linked down below. So the first part about this video is that it's founder-led. It's a founder-led product tour, and you as the founder might be watching this right now, and maybe you're a technical founder, you're kind of scared to be on camera, you don't want to be on camera, but it makes it so much more powerful for you to be the star of the show, showing people that you care about this problem, that you're working on this problem, and that you're building this app and providing an awesome service for people. The second part that I like about it is that it addresses customer frustrations. So throughout the video, Jason is constantly harping on and highlighting all of the pains that come with email, and he just makes it so that it resonates with the audience, that they feel the pain, they feel this lack of control with email, the inability to organize things that, their way, their inbox, and this feeling of overwhelm. And he kind of really digs into that and makes you feel like if you're watching this and you have those problems, you start to relate to him more and more and start to relate to the video. The third thing that I want to talk about is show, don't tell. We talk about this all the time in filmmaking, that it's not how whatever you say or what's in your script, it's about showing me how it works. Show me the results, show me what you're working on. In the filmmaking world, instead of writing a piece of dialogue that would say, and then he said this that made him feel sad, just show the person being sad. So it's much more powerful just for your audience to see what it is rather than for you to tell them what it is. The fourth thing is that it emphasizes what's different. And we talk about this a lot at Nice Light Studio, that you have to create your POV. You have to set this world up of it's us versus them. It's our team versus their team. It's hey.com versus the status quo. And the status quo being Gmail, Outlook, all these big blocky, boring email apps that don't work for you versus hey.com, this email software that's going to improve your life, organize it, and make you feel less overwhelmed. The fifth thing, it's a 37-minute video, but the entire time it's completely digestible. He's not using any fancy language. He's not using buzzwords. He's going through it step by step, showing you exactly how it works and taking a logical step from, okay, once you create your email, this is how you send your email, and this is how you organize your inbox. And then, okay, next thing, when you receive an email, here's what's happening. He makes it step by step so that every time you're like, okay, well, what about this? What about the next thing? He's talking about that exact thing in that exact moment. It's 37 minutes long to add to that. So that means that the software itself is robust, that there's a lot of depth to the software. There's a lot to do in the app. So think about your own software right now, something you're developing. If I were to do a product demo or a product walkthrough of the entire video, how long would that take? Would it take 5 minutes? Would it just be a lightweight app like, hey, you can do all the features and show them off all in 30 seconds? And is that really something that your customers are going to want? Is that really something that they're going to be willing to pay 5, 10, 20, $100 a month for? As far as it goes, can be done in 5 minutes. Number 6, what I like about is a clear use case and scenarios. So we all get kind of caught up, especially if you're an early stage founder, of I don't have customers, or I don't I don't have testimonials or I don't have customer scenarios. In this video, he talks about fake scenarios, not real scenarios, but relatable scenarios that are connected to using the Hey.com software. These aren't real people, and they don't have to be real people. So when you're making your video, when you're talking about all the scenarios that your app solves, all the things that your app can do, just make up a fake scenario that seems real, relatable, and grounded. Number 7, and I probably should have put this at number 1, explain the why. In the first 60 seconds of the video, Jason walks through why they made this and the why behind what it is that they do. And why does this all matter? Because they're trying to get rid of the horrible experience that is your current Gmail inbox. And with that feeling, with having that POV, that also means that Jason is very opinionated in the video, and you should have an opinion too. When you are making your app and when you're talking about how the world is and the problems that your app is solving and the problems that you're trying to eradicate, have an opinion. Like, take a stance. Like, don't just be, this is my app, it works, it does something pretty cool. It's like, no, we're making this because this right now, this problem sucks, and we're trying to get to a better place. That you should have that level of passion. Number 9, anticipate and handle objections. As your viewers watching your video, they're gonna start to come up with all these, yeah, well, what about, well, what if? And we call that popping the objection bubble. As the objection bubble starts to get bigger and bigger, if it gets too big, your customer's out, they're checked out, and they're not even gonna buy your product because there are just too many things in the way for them to buy. So as the video goes along, he's popping those bubbles, he's anticipating, he's preemptively popping those objections and say, well, and if you're thinking about this, or what about this, pops the bubble right there, knocks out the objections, and moves on.
Hey helps you make sense of the world, right? I don't care if their world is messy. I don't care if their world is separate. I don't care if they don't care. I care.
And lastly, number 10, and this is what you really need to do with your software, is to empower your users. Your users are not just a victim that's just sitting out there like asking someone to help them solve their problem. If you are able to hand this software over and empower the user, that is probably the greatest gift of all. You're not just holding their hand and showing them how to do something cool. You're giving them the tools to make a change in their life. You're empowering them. You're giving them agency. And if you give your customers agency, they also feel like they have the power to make a decision in your favor, to make a purchasing decision in your favor. That's my analysis of the video. He's able to take something extremely boring that is email and make it into something that is new, sexy, seems like it's just this fresh idea of email. So if this is something that you're thinking about doing for your startup, if you want to make a walkthrough video that's going to show your customers what the app looks like and then show them how they can then buy your app, let me kind of give you a quick walkthrough of how you should do it, how you should record it. So what you want to do is outline everything, and you want to pick the top 3 to 5 features that you want to talk about in your video. Yes, you can talk about all 27 features that you have in your video, but you really want to stick to just the top 3, top 5, and really the top 1 or 2 features to lead with, to really kick things off. You want to set up your recording environment, something very quiet and nice where you have your lighting, you have your screen, you have maybe a nice professional microphone, or you have just some kind of quiet environment. You can use your webcam, you can use something very simple. It doesn't have to be this huge kind of studio setup. Then you want to record your intro. Your intro probably needs to be the most rehearsed thing possible, because that's going to set the tone, it's going to set the why, it's going to set the agenda for the video, and then really share your point of view as to why the viewer should watch this video and why they should keep watching the video to the very end. Then you're going to run through your product demo. That should take about 30 minutes. Walk through in a nice logical step what the user would want to do first, and then start with the biggest, baddest, best feature and work your way down all the way into feature number 5. Don't go through the settings. Don't go through. This is not a tutorial video. This is not a help desk video. This is showing the power of your app. And then finally, you want to recap everything. Again, share your point of view, pop any objections as they come along, and then show people what they can do next. How do they get this software? What do they need to do? You can't just say, go to mywebsite.com. You have to literally show them, go to here, go to my pricing page, click this option if you want this feature, if you want this option, tier 1, 2, 3, click this button, add your credit card, and you'll have it instantly. It should be that level of hand-holding all the way through. And if you've done everything right, the next step is editing. And the editing process should be pretty straightforward. You shouldn't have anything that is like where crazy effects are coming in. It should all be pretty simple, straightforward, because it is just a screen share video. And again, the only part that you really have to work on is your intro. Make sure you get that nailed down. Intro, product demo, call to action, a recap, and that's it. And it should be, you can have a little box on the side of the screen. You could have, full screen camera. You could use something called screen.studio to share your screen. That's it's for Mac only, but it's super powerful. So that is it. Watch the video, go spend the 37 minutes watching that hey.com video. It will blow your mind, and kind of look at it from a marketer's perspective. Don't just look at it from a customer's perspective. Analyze it while you're watching it. You're gonna enjoy it. Go check it out. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next one.